The consequences of war are never limited to the battlefield. They answered their nation's call to duty and sacrifice, only to come back virtually penniless to discover that being a veteran meant nothing. There were no government programs to help pay for hospital care or medications. The veterans banded together. The result was the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Their mission? To protect those who protected our country. The VFW protects servicemen and women by addressing their needs and the needs of their families. There are quiet, more personal battles being waged every day by the families left behind. Families who often struggle to make ends meet. And when National Guard and Reserve members deploy, their families can lose 50% of their incomes. The VFW helps military families with everything from home and vehicle repairs to infant formula. For the VFW, providing assistance to those who need it most is a sacred obligation. They honor the dead by helping the living, by protecting those who protect our country. They've provided over $4 million to military families in need, provided over 5 million free phone calls for our servicemen and women deployed overseas, and hosted nearly 2 million military families at events worldwide. The VFW Foundation is the official charity of the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States, America's oldest and largest service group for combat veterans. Return the Favor is a campaign that helps address those problems. It supports, celebrates, and honors active duty military members, veterans, and their families. Within the campaign are programs that provide free phone calls for service members overseas, morale-boosting events for military units, and financial assistance for servicemen and their families.
My Kosovo deployment was the third one through the National Guard. I just finished up about 3 years after an Iraq deployment. While I was over there, I was having troubles with a lot of pains in my shoulders. I went to the doctor and they referred me to the orthopedic. They did x-rays and then they went up to Pristina for MRIs. And the MRIs came back and confirmed I had avascular narcosis. When I had the issues with the shoulders and the hips, they did surgery on my right shoulder and had the hips replaced, one hip at a time. The bills got up to about $170,000. Yes, I was executive chef for a restaurant chain in Kansas City. Due to the fact that I wasn't with my company for enough time, they terminated my employment. I was receiving calls daily for mortgage, for my utilities going to be shut off. I felt pretty isolated because I was only one person trying to get this. I received assistance on something that should have been a lot simpler than what it was. And you know, to this day, I'm still trying to recover from that financially. But just feeling isolated like that is a really depressing time.
The VFW's Unmet Needs Program assists service members and their families who face unexpected hardships as a result of their service to the country.
My medical admin NCO, Staff Sergeant Myers, Kansas City Armory, he had heard about this and gave me the information. The process for the Unmet Needs Program was a lot smoother than going through the state. All I had to submit was basically my line of duty statement as well as a copy of my mortgage statement and other bills that I had. Within a month or so, they had cut a check and covered all my bills for 1 month, and that really helped me. It was really tough asking for help. You know, every guy has his pride. You get in that situation where there's no place to go. The VFW was definitely there for me.
The VFW Foundation helps pay for basic or unexpected needs with grants that never have to be repaid. To learn how you can help servicemen and their families, go to returnthefavor.org.